Well, Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer is apologizing today for the comments that he made attacking Supreme Court Justices Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh as they heard arguments on that Louisiana case. Schumer spoke to abortion supporters at a rally outside the High Court yesterday. Here's what he said.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price. You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these awful decisions.
Republicans criticized Schumer for the remark. Speaking on the Senate floor today, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said they will never let Schumer's, quote, dangerous views become policy.
At the very best, his comments were astonishingly reckless and completely irresponsible. And clearly, as the Chief Justice stated in a rare and extraordinary rebuke, they were, quote, dangerous, end quote. Because no matter the intention, words carrying the apparent threat of violence can have horrific unintended consequences.
President Trump also weighed in, tweeting, "There can be few things worse in a civilized, law-abiding nation than a United States senator openly and for all to see and hear threatening the Supreme Court or its justices. This is what Chuck Schumer just did. He must pay a severe price for this." For more perspective on this now, we turn to Mark Martin, the Dean of the Regent University School of Law and the former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of North Carolina. Chief Justice Martin, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
So quite an interesting situation that we have here. What is your take on Chuck Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader, talking about Justices Gorsuch and Kavanaugh, saying that they will, quote, pay the price. You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these awful decisions. He has said this morning that he shouldn't have said that, but says he was not making a threat. What is your take on him speaking out like that?
Well, I am not a politician. I have given my life to improving and trying to protect our courts. So I thank the senator for his comments this morning. I also think he has a great opportunity now. I'm not going to pile on Senator Schumer. Instead, I view him as having a tremendous opportunity to help us educate Americans about the importance of not threatening judges and the importance of not crossing this line. Clearly, political debate can be fierce. Our country has a lot of fierce debates right now. But at the end of the day, we need to respect our fellow citizens. And I think particularly protecting our courts is almost sacred to the future perpetuation of our republic. So I think he has a tremendous opportunity now to come forward and acknowledge, I crossed the line, and this is why we don't threaten judges. And I will tell you, we have the best court system in the world. We may not like every decision we receive, but the institution we have of our courts is the best of anywhere in the world. And Senator Schumer now has an opportunity to help send out that teaching, that civics education awareness to all Americans.
Right. And just briefly, if we get in a situation where we're threatening judges, where we're publicly criticizing them, when do you cross the line, and what is the danger in crossing the line?
Well, you cross the line when a reasonable interpretation of the comment is that you're personally threatening the judge. The consequence of this can be far-reaching. Although leadership is merely using words, oftentimes those words become open doors for others to actually perpetuate violence and take actions against our institutions. So that's why this is such an important dialogue we're having.
And Chief Justice Roberts did make a comment, did rebuke Senator Schumer. Do you think that he was in line doing that?
Absolutely. But the problem is active judges, all active judges have ethical principles that they're trying to carefully abide by. All 9 justices of the United States Supreme Court are scrupulously trying to follow best practices ethically for their role as a judge. And that's why former judges like me need to come forward at times like this and defend our courts.
We, of course, had President Trump recently tweeting about Supreme Court Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Sonia Sotomayor, saying that they should refrain from ruling on matters that pertain to him. How concerned are judges across the country when they're hearing political comments like this? Well,
I think when the president advocates for recusal, that's fair commentary for anyone in the public, including the president. And these comments by Senator Schumer are distinguishable. But I think it does give us pause that politicians on all across the spectrum should protect our courts. Because if they don't protect our courts, who will? All right.
Chief Justice Martin, it's a very interesting time in our country. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.